Students, today we are starting with the chapter number 10 of your syllabus, that is the vector algebra. Now, vector algebra, the word vector you had listened in the class 9th in the physics when you read about the vector quantity and the scalar quantities. Moreover, the students which have the physics also are familiar with this word, that is the vector. What is the vector quantity? Vector quantity is that it is a physical quantity that has magnitude as well as direction. इसका magnitude भी होता है और साथ साथ डायरेक्शन भी होता है. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल किसी भी लोकेशन को लोकेट करना है तो लोकेट करने के लिए हम क्या बताएंगे, वी हैव टू टेल अबाउट द डिस्टेंस of that point and moreover the direction in which that point is lying. So both things are required, so that is known as the vector quantity. Okay. Now if we represent the vector, it is a vector OA, or you can say by a single letter, small letter, that is a A, represented by the arrow sign. This A is representing the magnitude small a, and sign is representing the arrow sign is representing the direction. Magnitude is given by the modulus sign of A or OA in the modulus. This is the axis, that is the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Let us take any point in a plane p, x, y, z. रूम है, एक कॉर्नर को आप ओरिजिन मान लीजिए. This one has x-axis, this one has y-axis, and this one has the z-axis. Right? Assume any point p, x, y, z be here. Then let p, x, y, z be independent. Magnitude of this OP is given by square root of x square plus y square plus z square. That is the coordinate of the point P. So we have to take the square root of sum of square of the coordinates of this point P. That is known as the magnitude of the vector OP. Now if we talk about the direction cosines, we have read about the cosine. Cosine means cos. You have heard and read about in the class 10th, in the 11th, and now in the 12th. Now cosine has its short form as a cos. We have to find the direction cosines of a given point. Let again this is a point x, y, p, x, y, z. It is making an angle alpha with the x-axis. This is a point making angle alpha with the x-axis, beta with the y-axis, and gamma with the z-axis. Then let OP is equal to R, represented by the vector R, be any vector making an angle alpha, beta, gamma with x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis respectively. Then direction cosines, or you can say DC. Direction cosines in the short form is written as DC of OP are cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, which is also denoted by the symbol L, M and N. Cos alpha को आप L से, cos beta N से और cos gamma को N से represent कर सकते हैं. There are type of vectors. First one is the zero vector. What is a zero vector? Zero vector, the vector which has no magnitude, means it has the same initial and the terminal point. That is known as the zero vector, represented by A to A, or magnitude of A is 0. It must be noted that it has no definite direction. कि start कहाँ से हो रहा है और ख़त्म कहाँ पर हो रहा है, it's again at A. So it has no definite direction. That's why it is known as the zero vector. Moving further, that is the unit vector. Unit vector means a vector whose magnitude is 1. इस vector का magnitude क्या होगा, 1 होगा. That is known as the unit vector. Then is the co-initial vector. Initial means which has the same starting point, initial point. They are known as the co-initial vectors, like OA and OB represented by vector A, vector B have the same initial point O, so they are known as the co-initial vectors. Then are the collinear vectors, means two or more vectors are said to be collinear if they are parallel to same line. Equal vectors, two vectors are said to be equal if they have same magnitude and direction. Magnitude same है, direction same है, so they are known as the equal vectors. Negative vector, a vector is negative of other if they are in opposite directions. एक वेक्टर दूसरा कैसा होगा, नेगेटिव होगा अगर उनकी डायरेक्शन कैसी है, ऑपोजिट. जैसे कि हम रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं ए बी, तो उसका अपोजिट क्या हो जाएगा, बी ए. दैट इज द नेगेटिव ऑफ द वेक्टर ए बी. Now we talk about the addition of the vectors. If we have two vectors, how can we add it? Let us we have the vector along AB represented by A. We have the vector along BC represented by B. Then addition of the vector is given by along AC given by A plus B. Or you can represent it as OA with the position vector A, OB with the position vector B. Then AB is given by. Now the by triangle law or by addition of the vectors OA plus AB must be equal to OB, or you can write AB is equal to OB minus OA, or you can say this AB is represented by B minus A, this one. If we talk about the properties of the vector, either you take vector A plus vector B or vector B plus vector A, means the same thing. Again, in the associative law, A plus B plus C, adding the vector B and C first and then adding vector A, or adding vector A and B first and then vector C. Multiplication of the vector by scalar quantity. Let A be any vector and lambda be any scalar quantity. So product of vector A with lambda is given by lambda into vector A. Representation of the unit vector. Now what's a unit vector? I have told you that unit vector is that whose magnitude is 1. Let A be any vector, then unit vector of A along A is given by A, and this is a sign known as cap, A cap. A cap is equal to vector upon its magnitude. Any vector along the given, any unit vector along the given vector is given by vector upon its magnitude. Now we talk about the components of vector. We have the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Let us take any point A 1 0 0 on the x-axis, B 0 1 0 on the y-axis, and Z 0 0 1 on the z-axis. Let P be any point x by z. Now if we take OA, the magnitude of OA is given by x coordinate is 1, y 0, z is 0, the square, we take the square, there is sum, and then in the square root we get the answer as 1. Similarly, OB as 1, magnitude of OC as 1. The vector whose magnitude is 1 is known as the unit vector. So we can say that OA, OB, OC are the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis denoted by the I, J and K with a cap sign respectively. So we are representing the unit vector along x-axis by I cap, unit vector along unit vector along x-axis by I cap, along y-axis by j cap, and along z-axis by the k cap. So along based on this, if we take any point p, x, y, z, then the OP is represented by xi plus yj plus zk, and magnitude of OP is given by x square plus y square plus z square in a square root. We have represented here. So these are the some concepts related with the starting concepts of the chapter vector algebra. With more concepts and the questions and examples, I will be with you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.